Hey everybody, how are you tonight? I'm hopping on early because I was gonna start making pumpkin bread and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna bring you guys along. Daryl is eating dinner with his friend, with Rob. And in order for me to read the comments, I have to have these glasses on, but there's a reflection. Are you guys good? Can you see me okay? Hey everybody, how are you? Hey Alice, how are you doing? All right, you guys give me all those little hearts, give me those thumbs up. Thank you so much. How is everybody? Hi Lenola, hi Janet. Hello. Oh, the clothes are done, the dryer's done. Hi Linda, hey Nancy. How are you guys? I have got to make some pumpkin bread for my school tomorrow. So I was like, let me just bring you guys along. Does that sound good? Had a really busy day. And I thought, let me try to kill two birds with one stone. Make some pumpkin bread and just talk to you guys tonight. So, all right, we've got about 250 people on. That's so great. Gail said she's running her generator. Oh gosh, so you're out of power. Debbie is in Louisiana. Are you out of power too? Paulette said today's her 49th anniversary. Happy anniversary. Hey Jane and Barbara Smith. Hey Deborah. Good to see you, Deborah. And Teresa is here and Missy. I'm so glad you guys are here. Daryl is out having dinner with his good friend Rob. He decided to stop. Oh, okay. He decided to stop and have dinner with his friend tonight, which is so great. Do you love these glasses? They have a big reflection on them. So I'm going to try to look right here. Okay, so I'm going to make this pumpkin bread because we've been talking about it, and if you haven't made it, you need to make it because it really is delicious. So I'm gonna make it tonight. I'm gonna double the recipe, okay? So you start out with 10 eggs. Now in a regular recipe, it's just 5. And so we need 10 eggs. And I never break my eggs over a bowl. I just don't do that. I know that some people do. And if a eggshell goes in, then I just fish it out. Like there was an eggshell that just went in here. Okay, and let me show you guys a trick. If you use your eggshell and you go after it like this, it doesn't scoot away. It comes right to the eggshell. It's so crazy how that works. Did you guys know that that was a trick? I wasn't even planning on doing that trick, and I just did a trick. All right, so there's 4, and here's 5. Oh, you guys, eggshells never get in my thing. Very rarely anyway. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 6. I'm doubling this recipe. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we got 10 eggs in there. All right, and then I'm gonna add my pumpkin. And I really like just the Great Value pumpkin. I find that some of the pumpkins are a little bit runny, and it's okay if you don't use Great Value, but I prefer this because it's just packed in there a little bit thicker, and I like it. So I'm gonna put this whole thing in. Again, everybody, I'm doubling this recipe because I'm getting ready for a school tomorrow that I'm gonna visit. I'm gonna be talking about how pumpkins grow. And so I always take the teacher's pumpkin bread, but then I'm also gonna be getting ready for the event at the Hoover Met. And so I have to take pumpkin bread to that for samples. And so I thought, well, let me just do this right now. So the next thing that you add is your oil. So you're gonna mix all your wet stuff together. So this is gonna be, this time of year, I always buy the big jug. So we're gonna need 2 2/3 cups of oil. So here is 2 cups. I'm gonna add that. And then I need to add 2/3. Let me get my glasses on. It's a little too much, but I can guesstimate it. Okay. So 2 2/3 cups of oil. And then we're gonna mix this up really well. And guys, this is my Bosch mixer. A lot of you guys have asked about this Bosch. I like it because you just can load everything at the top. And you know, on a KitchenAid, the KitchenAid thing is in the way, but on a Bosch, it's not. So I'm gonna turn this on. And then I'm gonna scrape the edges just a little bit. All right. And I'm gonna turn this on again just for another minute. Okay. All right, next you add your dry ingredients. So I'm gonna be adding my flour, and you need 4 cups of flour. Now, some people will look at this and say, Miss Annie, that is just for liquids, but this is actually for both. So it's got, look how it's got the measurements in the inside, and then it's got the measurements on the outside. And so this is for liquids and also for your dry ingredients. Okay, so let me kind of move that down a little bit. And we need 4 cups. Now, normally I have little containers, but it's still packed. All of my pantry stuff is still packed and at the office. So I'm gonna put 4 cups in here. A little bit more. Okay. All right, that looks good. Okay, so let's put 4 cups. I put some on one side, some on the other. Okay, and next I'm gonna put the sugar in. So it's 4 cups of sugar. Remember that I'm doubling this. For those of you who are coming on, I'm making my pumpkin bread because tomorrow I'm taking pumpkin bread to a school that I'm teaching at. And I'll be dressed up like a scarecrow, and I'm going to teach all about how pumpkins grow. So the teachers get pumpkin bread, and the front office, just all the people. So I'm doubling this recipe. So that's a lot of sugar, right? 4 cups of sugar, 4 cups of flour. And now, let me see where I put it. Oh, here it is. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my baking soda. And I cannot tell you guys enough. When you make this recipe, you just need to make sure that you have fresh baking soda. Because it will not rise if you don't have fresh. So I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of baking soda in. I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of salt. 1 and 2. And as you can see, I just dump everything in. I do not sift. I am not a sifter. Then I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Can y'all see this? Ooh. Okay, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And then my last thing is I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of nutmeg. One and 2. All right, now we're gonna mix this all up. So let's see, Sandra said she just bought fresh baking soda, especially to make it this weekend. That is so smart, because some of you might have baking soda that you've had in your pantry for a long time. Did you add the other 2 cups of sugar? I added a total of 4 cups because this is actually a 4-cup measuring cup thing. All right, here we go. So I mix this up really well, and then I'm just gonna take my spatula and do the sides, get it all off the sides. Okay, now the last thing I'm gonna put in is I'm gonna put in pudding. This is like the magic ingredient, pudding. Now the recipe, when you're just doing like 1 batch, it calls for 2 of the 3 ounces. And so I bought the family size. And so I'm gonna put 2 of these in because they're the big box, okay? So there's 1. Oops, this one was opened. Okay, so I'm gonna put that one aside and I'm gonna grab me another one because that one was opened. So hold on, let me grab another one. Okay, listen, I buy Walmart out at this time of year. Okay, so here's my other one. So I've added 2 of the family size instant pudding. Vanilla instant pudding is what I'm adding, okay? All right, and then I'm going to turn this on. Now you'll see that it just thickens the dough, right? The mixture right up. And now I'm gonna scrape the sides. I love this mixture. My mom has had a Bosch mixer for, I think we were talking about it last night, I bet 45 years at least. Looks good. See how it's getting all thick? All right, now I'm gonna put these in the sink real fast. Some of the dough came off. Okay, now I'm gonna move some things around so that I can show you my pans. Let's see, where do I want to put this? I'm still trying to get used to this kitchen. So this just lifts right off. Okay, it comes right off. So I'm gonna take this. This is what the front of it looks like, you guys. And it has these suction things on the bottom. So that's the front of it. And if you go to MissAnniesHomeandKitchen.com, it's actually in my favorites. So you can look and see. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make some mini loaves. I'm gonna show you what those pans look like. So here's these pans, and I just washed them. All right, let's see. Deborah's saying hello. I think Janice, you just asked what kind of a mixer it is. It's a Bosch mixer. Hi, Miss Annie from Utah. First time watching you live. Well, welcome. Glad that you're here. All right, so then the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray these pans, and I like to spray it over my sink so that I don't get grease on the counter. So right behind the camera, I've got my sink. So I'm just gonna do it right here. Okay, so I greased them. Grease them again. Okay. Now, let me see, I need to find my, I put honestly about 1/3 of a cup, but I think my 1/3 of a cup is packed. I don't know why. So I just take a scoop and I'm just gonna fill it up. And I always spray a little bit of cooking oil, a little bit of that spray oil in my measuring cup so that it just kind of just slides right out. Okay. I just saw somebody say, who was just saying, where are you in the kitchen? I know. My sink is right there, and here's the oven. I'm a little turned around in here too myself, to tell you the truth. There's so much room, and I'm loving it, but I'm just trying to get acclimated to it. Okay. So you can see that they're about 2/3 full, okay? Stick those over here, and I'm gonna fill up my next one. And let's see, Melody says she makes this pumpkin bread a lot and she loves it. I'm so glad. I've had so many people say this is the best pumpkin bread. I have a lot of people at the beginning when I started taking pumpkin bread to the schools, they would be like, oh, I don't like pumpkin. And I said, just try it. And then they end up loving it. And they tell me every year, like, it's their favorite part, pumpkin bread season. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, I've kind of made a mess, so this is usually what I do. I just go around here like this. My hands are clean, and then I'm gonna wash them off real quick. Okay, and then I'm gonna put them in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. Okay, woo! Y'all, trying to get you closer to my oven. Look at my beautiful oven and my light up here. Look, how fun is that? I love it. Okay, so here we go. Stick it in here. timer. Okay. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do with these is I'm gonna put them in, I'm gonna put the rest of this dough in my medium-sized loaf pan. So let me go grab those. Okay, so this is my medium-sized loaf pans. And I use those little minis and these the most. I never make this recipe in the big loaf. I'm gonna show you guys that big loaf. Okay, this big loaf and then this loaf. Okay, I never do it in here. I just find, well, really, I used to have pumpkin bread fundraisers, and so I would sell these this size, and they were just so popular, and I could make a lot. So with the rest of this dough, I'm going to fill up as many of these as I can, and hopefully there'll be 5, but there may not be. It might just be 4. So I'm going to spray these. So 1, 2, 3. Y'all are a whole lot more exciting to be making pumpkin bread with than just myself. 4, and then 5. All right. Someone is asking, where did I get the bread pans? These bread pans, actually, we have them linked on my favorites at Miss Annie's Home and Kitchen. And I bought them, gosh, I don't even know. I bought them so long ago. But like I said, we have them linked. So you can just go to Miss Annie's Home and Kitchen.com and you can get them. Okay. So I usually put about 1 cup heaping. And so this is a ½ cup measuring. So, okay, I can just eyeball that and I see that that's about what it needs to be. And then I'm gonna do 1 more. Okay. I'm gonna do 1 more. So I think I'm only gonna be able to get 4 out of this. I've got this much batter left, so we'll see. Sometimes I get real generous on those mini pumpkin breads. So I'm gonna put this in, and then I'm just gonna grab my spatula. Can you guys see? Grab this spatula. Try to get as much as I can off and stick this in. So the mini ones you guys saw, those are going to, they're going to be in the oven 30 minutes. And then this usually takes 45 minutes typically. And honestly, I just, when I start smelling it, I kind of know when it's done. But that is after many years of making pumpkin bread. Okay. And let me get that. See, there's a lot left in this, so I've got to get that too. Okay. All right. So there we go. So now I have 4 of these. And I'll bake those after I take out the minis. Now I'm gonna wash my hands real fast. Okay. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Lisa Cheek said, I made 2 big loaves today and it is so yummy. I know, you guys, it is so delicious. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move you guys, let's see. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys over here with me. Okay. And I'm gonna move you up. All right, can you guys see me okay? All right, while I'm talking to you, the next thing I'm gonna do is when I go to these schools, tomorrow, like I said, now I can't read what you guys are saying, but so tomorrow I'll be dressed up like a scarecrow and I'm gonna talk about how pumpkins grow, and it is the cutest little class. We're gonna look inside of a pumpkin and we're gonna see all of the seeds. The teachers will get pumpkin bread at the end of my lesson, and then every class gets a little bag of these cute little pumpkins. So it's like I just put like 25 in a bag. So I thought while I was answering questions, I would bag these up while our pumpkin bread bakes. How does that sound? Okay, so let me grab all the things I need. All right. Okay. Thanks for sharing your pumpkin bread recipe with everyone. You are welcome, David Long. Mary wants to know if that was doubled. Yes, so I doubled the recipe. If you have volume 1, 2, or 4 of our cookbook, then that pumpkin bread recipe is in there. If you don't have any of the cookbooks, if you just go to MissAnniesHomeAndKitchen.com and type in pumpkin bread, then you will be able to get the recipe. So, all right, and I'm gonna just set this in here and let it stand up for just a second. Okay. Latrell says, if we use throwaway pans, do I need to spray them? Yes, you do. I would, because the pumpkin bread will stick to the sides. Somebody just said they love my cute apron, right? Let's see, who said that? Love your cute apron. Diane, I have the pudding on my grocery list. I will be making it soon. So one of our sweet followers, Susan, gave me this cute little apron, and I love it too. I love everything polka dot. All right, let's see. Joy said she made the bread today and it was delicious. Yay! Teresa said, I love the marshmallow pumpkins, right? Me too. And when they don't have their pretty little tops, when they're kind of messed up, those are my favorite. So Pamela said, okay, so my baking soda has a 2025 date on it, but it's been open a few months. I would go ahead and I would buy a new one. And, you know, baking soda is not very expensive. And so again, it's just one of those things that if you've opened it and it's a couple months old, I would just go ahead and get a new one. Someone said, did you get your island top from Lowe's? No, this is actually just our old little dining room table that we had. Our son-in-law Dave made it for us and I love it so much. Daryl's gonna raise this up because it's actually kind of low for the kitchen, and we're gonna turn it into the island. That's just one of those things that's on the list. So, but Mama Sue, if you follow Mama Sue, the top of her island looks very much the same, and the top of her island came from Home Depot, and I love the top of hers. All right. So Annette said, have you ever made it with French vanilla pudding? I have most of the ingredients in my cupboard, but I don't have plain vanilla pudding. So if you have French vanilla, that'll be fine. You can do that, absolutely. Judy said, hello from Basefield, Mississippi. Judy, how are you? Do you guys have power? Melody said, do you ever use self-rising flour? No, I have not for this recipe. I have never, ever changed this recipe or messed with this recipe, ever, 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 because it is just always so good. Okay, so now that they're over here, the next thing I do is I buy fabric from Walmart and I cut it into strips, and that is what I tie all of my goodies with. I learned this trick a long time ago. Instead of buying ribbon, you just get a lot more. So I have my cute little pinking shears that I've had for a million years, and I just cut these strips. So I'm gonna try and cut and talk to you guys at the same time. All right. Cheryl said, have you ever cooked real pumpkin and used it for your recipe? I have not, and I have thought about that because I've wondered what it would taste like to have fresh pumpkin, and I bet it would be amazing. But since I make so much pumpkin bread at this time of year, I just buy the pumpkin from the store. April said, did you ever use a stand mixer? Yes, I have. I have absolutely used a stand mixer. You can use a stand mixer. You can use a hand mixer. I had a hand mixer for years and years and years. And then Daryl bought me a KitchenAid, and that was a game changer because it helped my arm. And then just a couple years ago, the kids all got together, our girls and Daryl, and bought me the Bosch. Luann said, where do I get the little bags that I'm filling? That is a very good question. So let me see if I have, okay, I've already opened up both of them so they don't have the little tags on them. But I buy these in the baking section at Walmart, you know, like where they have like cake decorating. And I think these are made from Wilton. So, and this expands a little like that. So I just buy them at Walmart. Susie said she loves my apron. Thank you. Gaynell, hey, she said I made the sausage dip Tuesday night. So easy and so good. That sausage dip is amazing. Sandy said that you can get the bags at Walmart. Yes. Charlotte said, I love using fresh pumpkin. I bet it's amazing, right? Anything fresh is just delicious. So good. I think that would be amazing to try. What length strips do you cut? Okay. These are, this would be probably 12 inches. And this is going to be 15, 16 inches. But see, this piece is smaller. So at least 12 inches, if not about 14 or 15 is what I end up doing. Kathy said she's going to make the pumpkin bread tomorrow. Kathy, you'll have to let us know how it turns out. And so I was going to tell you, you guys are saying I love the polka dots. So I have been using polka dot ribbon for as many years as I've been Miss Annie. And that and my pinking shears, they're just kind of, people know that they've gotten a treat from me if they see the polka dot and the pinking shears. So, Shelly said the boat dip was delicious. I'm so glad that you liked it. I wish you guys were here because my kitchen is starting to smell like pumpkin bread. Well, hello, the adventures of Jessie. How's the weather? Okay, so today here, it has been kind of raining off and on. We've just been getting the bands from the hurricane, and it's been pretty windy. I was looking in our yard. We have 2 really large pecan trees, and we don't have big limbs in the yard, but we do have a lot of debris. Pat said, do you ever add nuts? Yes, on occasion, but I don't really do that for the schools when I visit. I have done it if I know the people I'm giving it to. But one of our favorite things to add is chocolate chips, you guys. This makes really delicious pumpkin bread with chocolate chips, and it is so, so good. Carolyn said, how long can you freeze the bread? Carolyn, that is a really good question because honestly, the pumpkin bread around here does not just last. Everybody just eats it up. But I would imagine that probably 3 to 6 months in your freezer would just be fine. If you've got it wrapped really well, I think it will be just fine. Can you post the recipe? I would love to try it. Yes, but we actually have been posting the recipe. If you go back and kind of look, we've been putting some pumpkin bread recipes up because at this time of year, everybody loves it. But again, you can always go to our website at MissAnniesHomeandKitchen.com. Vicki said, oil your scissors. That is so funny because I do not even hear it. But now that you're saying that, I bet it's very squeaky. Right? You hear that? That is hilarious. Marlene said, I always put chocolate chips in my pumpkin bread. Oh, yeah. They are sweet, but they're not, well, I guess they're a little squeaky here. Annie, I love, okay, Candy said, I love polka dot everything. Check out Nashville Wraps. You will love it. Okay, Nashville Wraps. I will do that. Have you ever put raisins in there? I have never put raisins. I have not ever put raisins. Try it. Let us know what you think. Sherry said, Annie, I love your pumpkin bread. I'm so glad. So I saw somebody ask, who was that, like how much I would sell these for? And back in the day, I would sell them for $5 a loaf. I think now, if I were to do it again, and I have thought about doing another pumpkin bread fundraiser this year. I would love to do a pumpkin bread fundraiser for my brother who is building the schools in the Amazons. And I would probably charge about $7 because, you know, things are just more expensive to make. So anyway, that's probably what I would do. All right, now let me show you what I do here. Okay, so I take this and I lay it down and then I just tie it like this. Y'all see? And then it's just so cute. And I put it in my little basket. And everybody thinks it's amazing. Okay. Isn't that cute? So fun. All right. Marcia's Preston says she loves my pumpkin bread. I'm so glad. Karen Frederick said I tried golden raisins and it was great. Oh my gosh, I bet that would be great. Oh, white chocolate chips, Linda said. I have never tried it. I bet that would be good though, for sure. Okay, Sally, hey Sally. Beth said she got her cookbook today, hooray. So $7 for what size? It would be this size is what I would do it for. $7 or $8. Sky said she made the cabbage soup. You know what? Do you guys love cabbage? Because I love cabbage. It's really my favorite. I love cabbage so much. And you could add, you know, you could add carrots to that. You could, instead of having sausage, you could do ham. You know, so good. I hear you guys, hey Dana, plain flour is all-purpose flour. Yes. Peggy said, can you see me? I've tried to leave messages several times, but I never get a result. But on the other hand, I do realize that you have a lot of comments blowing up fast. Yes. And if you guys, they're going by so fast. It's hard for me to see. What size is the loaf pan you use? I don't know ounces. I just know that this is the big one, regular size, big. And then you have this other medium size. Let me see if it says anything. This just says Chicago metallic. It doesn't show ounces, but it's as big as, what? My hand is just a little bit bigger, so, or it's as big as my hand. Should we say that? Okay. Let's see. Robin said she's gonna try the cabbage soup. I'm so glad. Yes, and I saw somebody say you could add hamburger. Yes, you could. Somebody said cinnamon chips. Oh my gosh, I've never thought about cinnamon chips. That might be pretty good. Judy said, I just made 2 loaves of your famous pumpkin bread. I'm so glad. So you guys know Daryl and I are going to the, I'm going to be on the stage on Saturday, Daryl and I, and we are going to make this pumpkin bread. And really excited to just share it with everybody. I didn't have to think twice about what I was going to make because we got to choose, and I said, I'm just going to make the famous pumpkin bread. We're not going to bake it or anything. We just have to come with it already baked and just demonstrate how to make it and then have some samples. So Daryl and I are going to have some really fun samples that we're going to give away, and Melissa with Celebrate with Melissa will be there, and Brittany. So if you're going to be in the area, it's a free event at the Hoover Met. Lots of cooks will be on the stage. Meal Prep Mamacita, we love her. It's going to be before me. Grits and Gouda will be there. Dana Standridge will be there. Bob Sykes Barbecue, they will be there. So some really good stuff. Good people are going to be there. So anyway, come on out. If you have a cookbook, bring it, and Daryl and I will sign it. If you want to get a cookbook, we will have our cookbooks there too. So, all right. So this is what it looks like when I finish up. So I've got 6 of these that are going to be ready for tomorrow. And then our pumpkin bread, it's coming along. Do you guys want to see it? Let me bring you over here. And I'm going to turn on the light. Let's see. It's got about 8 more minutes in there. Do you see it baking up? Doesn't that look good? Okay. Let me turn that off. All right. So, you guys want to just be on here with me for about 8 more minutes until I pull it out? Because I do need to ask you guys a question, okay? So, you guys know that I painted the legs for the farmhouse table white. And then I got to looking at it and I was like, I'm not sure if I want them to be white. So I went down to Brown Lumber today, which is just a little Ace Hardware not too far away. And they have Chip and Joanna Gaines colors. And so I stood there for a while looking at them. And so I found these 4 colors, okay? So to me, okay, so what I was thinking is I'm gonna leave that table just stained where you can see the wood kind of coming through. But then I was like, I think I wanna paint the legs a gray color instead of white. So I'm gonna have to get out there and sand that white off a little bit. You guys, I can't see you without my glasses on. Okay, so this color is called Cozy Up. This color, do y'all know how to say that? Anatolian? Okay, Anatolian. I don't know, I liked it. This one is called Refinished. And then I love the name of this. This one is called Watering Can. Isn't that just the best name? So I'm leaning toward Watering Can for the table or Refinished. Now we've got a few more, we have 6 more minutes on the oven. So should I take you out here? Someone's saying Cozy Up. What about a gray green? I know it shows backwards. So on live videos, it shows backwards. But when I do like a regular video, we can switch it around. Okay. So I'll take you guys out there, all right, and we'll see. Okay, here we go. And I got my hair colored today, so I have a line right here. I love getting my hair colored though at my sweet shop that I go to. Okay, there's not very much light out here because I haven't been working. I don't know if y'all will be able to see. I don't think you're gonna be able to see very well. Maybe, maybe. Okay. So if this is the table, and I'm gonna paint the legs. You know what, you can't see very well, can you? I don't think you guys can see, and I'm in the way. I probably need to do this when you guys can really look at it better. But that's the best light I have. The ring light is over here. I can try and plug it in. Y'all want me to try and plug it in? Hold on just a minute. I just feel like you guys are family out here with me. Come hang out with me. Okay, let's see if this works. Ooh, that's bright. Okay, maybe this will work. Okay, you guys ready? All right, so here's that Anatolian. Here's Cozy Up. Here's Refined and Watering Can. That's a lot of choices, isn't it? I was kind of leaning toward Watering Can for the legs. What do y'all think? Can you see? Okay. Let me know what you guys think. And I got to get back in here in this kitchen because the timer's going to go off in just a minute, I think. All right, Watering Can, Barbara says. Sylvia said Watering Can. I really want it to be Watering Can because I just love the name, Watering Can. Doesn't that sound so good? All right, you guys, let's see. Everyone's saying Watering Can. Yay. Look at cute Watering Can. I love it. I would go with the lighter gray, Cheryl said. Okay. All right. We got another few minutes, I think, on the pumpkin bread. Let's go check it out. You guys ready? Let's go look. Turn on the light. Okay. I'm very tempted to open that up and touch them, but I'm not gonna do that. All right, we'll just wait a few more minutes until the timer goes off. Okay, Jimmy and Regina Wilson said Watering Can blends the best. That's kind of what I thought. How does the color look with your floor? It looks amazing, because yes. You guys want to see it on the floor? Okay, let's look at it on the floor. Okay, so remember the dining room floor all of it's the same. Okay. Oh, that light. That's hard to see, isn't it, because of that light? So, really kind of all of them look fine on this floor because if you guys remember, we used the classic gray stain on the floor. And classic gray is what I put on the tabletop too. So, like what you like, Watering Can. I love it. I love it. Tina said you can get a small sample of each color and paint a spare piece of wood. See how it looks after it dries. Yeah, I could do that. I would like stain the same color as the table. That's a good point. Cozy Up is good contrast color, but Watering Can blends well. That's kind of what I was thinking. I really love the Watering Can. All right, so we've got like less than 20 seconds before the timer goes off. And I'm really hoping they're done because I wanted you guys to see from start to finish the process of, you know, making this pumpkin bread. Did I tell you guys where Daryl is tonight? I think I did, right? He is eating dinner with his good friend Rob, they're just such good friends. All right, let's check, okay? Let me get out my hot pad. I'm gonna have to put you guys in my left hand and take this out with my right hand. Let's see. Oh, these are perfect actually. Okay, you guys, here we go. Oh my word. You guys, if you were here, I would share pumpkin bread with you. Okay, now I'm gonna put in my little, I'm gonna put these in. Okay, and I'm gonna set the timer for these for 40 minutes. All right, so come back over here, and then I'm gonna grab these little ones right here. All right, you guys. They smell amazing. I wish y'all were here. It would be so yummy for you guys to just all sit around here and we could just maybe put some yummy, delicious butter on it. So good. Anna said, how do you like your new oven? I love it. It bakes really well. It's awesome. And here's the other one. Doesn't that look so good? Marcy said she can smell it now. I know. So good. All right, and then I just let these sit in the pan for just a few minutes. And then what I do is, then I just take them out and let them cool for a little bit. I don't let them get completely cool because I find that I like to wrap them when they're a little bit warm, because when you wrap them when they're a little bit warm, it just keeps that moist, like it makes it really moist. It's so good. Angela said, how many loaves do you have to make? This is it for this school tomorrow. This is all I have to do. Sometimes I make 3 pans, or sometimes I go ahead and do 4, just depending on how big the school is. But tomorrow I'm just teaching 6 kindergarten classes, which means 6 teachers plus the aides plus everybody in the front office, and that will cover everybody, and there might be a few extra loaves, so then I just kind of give it away to people when I see them. Oh my gosh, Becky said that she'll bring the milk. I love it. David Long wants to know how many calories are in a loaf. I would want to eat it all. I have no idea how many calories are in one of these. Ooh, but they are so good. Cindy said, I'm definitely going to make pumpkin bread for gifts for family and friends. They make excellent, excellent gifts. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my cooling racks. I'm gonna get my cooling racks, and I will move these over and get ready to just pull them out and put them on a cooling rack. Kay Phillips said, do I teach the classes all at once or individually? I teach individual classes. Tomorrow though, just depending on my time and my time frame, I will double classes. So tomorrow I'm gonna actually double classes. So I'll have 2 classes at a time. But I don't ever do I would never do all 6 classes at the same time, because I like it to be just hands-on, more of a hands-on experience, and it just makes it so much more enjoyable for the kids. So, all right, taking these out. Woo, they are hot. Anna Rowe said, Miss Annie's Kitchen, I made you a gift. Where should I mail it? Okay, the best place to mail it is to the office, and that is 271 Village Parkway. 271 Village Parkway, Helena, Alabama 35080. So 271 Village Parkway 35080. And that is so sweet of you to do that. Sherry said, I bet powdered sugar and water drizzle on them would be good. Oh, for sure. For sure, sure, sure. Deanna said, how much do you need to make for your event this weekend? They asked us to bring 50 samples. I'm going to actually plan on bringing more than that, maybe 100 samples. And so that kind of means that I'll be making probably about 10 loaves. And actually that's not very many. So Michelle Smith said, I bet a warm slice of your pumpkin bread would be good with cream cheese on it. Yes, it would. So good. All right. I've got 3 more. So I need another cooling rack right here. Do you find out about the picture? Did you find out about the picture nightlight? Joanne, I'm so glad that you said that. Yes and no. So I did look up the person's Facebook page who makes them, and then I forgot her name. And so I'm just gonna have to do a little bit more research, and I'm gonna write that down for something for me to do, that I need to find out her name, because she does sell them, and they, I believe, are like $20. So I will try to get that to you guys. I'm glad that you asked that. Pamela said, what is the town again to mail? Helena, H-E, you're gonna spell Helen, and then an A on the end, Helena. Sally Jo said, honey walnut cream cheese would be so good. Yes, it would. Delicious. Okay, everybody. Y'all are just the best. I'm gonna wrap up one of these just so you can see how I wrap it. And then I'm gonna let you guys go. Kathy said 10 full or mid-sized loaves, just 10 of the middle. And then I'm gonna cut it up into, I think, 8 slices, and then half that and maybe quarter it. Just kind of give everybody a piece, maybe like that. So, all right, I'm gonna get my favorite saran wrap. I love this stuff. I ordered some and should be arriving here very soon. And so I will just show you real quick like how I wrap this up. Let me move you guys over here. I hope I don't make you guys dizzy. Do I make you dizzy? I hope not. All right, so let's move this over here. And then I just take it and I go like this. Use my little slidey thing. Take my loaf, I always put it upside down and just wrap it like this. Okay, then it's so cute. And then I take one of my ribbons and tie my bow. I also, these ribbons are a little bit longer. I mean, I intentionally kind of make it a little bit longer so that I can just trim it. I'd rather have it a little bit too long than a little bit too short. And so there's that. And then I put a little sticker on it. And I order these. Someone asked me the other day about these. I order these from my sweet friend who has been ordering these for me for years and years and years. But you can also, like, this roll of stickers I got from Amazon. And so sometimes I just put a little thank you sticker on the bottom. This one says Miss Annie's Educational Adventures. And so if it's not someone I'm giving, if it's not a Miss Annie visiting the schools kind of thing, and I just am saying thank you, and then I'll just put the little thank you sticker on. So you can find them that way too. Okay. All right, let's see. I feel like, what's the length of your ribbon? It's anywhere between 12 and like 15, 16 inches. So that's what I do, you guys. All right, I love y'all. You guys are just the best. I am gonna let you guys go. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for being a part of our wonderful community. I read your comments all the time. I try to respond, and I'll put Daryl on it too. He's a responder too. But we love this sweet community. And one of the things that I love is you guys are very good to each other, and you're very kind. And I appreciate that so much, because, you know, I know that sometimes we don't always agree. Like, some of you really, really love that watering can, and then some of you felt a little differently about it. And I mean, you know, I know you guys, some of you had real thoughts and opinions about, you know, the arch window and maybe paint color or whatever. And I think if I've learned anything, it's like everybody has a right to their opinion, and everybody has their own thoughts about certain things. And I think as long as we're kind and we like approach things with love, and, you know, we can disagree. I think it's okay to disagree. And I think it's okay for you guys to share your opinions with me, and it doesn't bother me one bit. And that's kind of why I ask you guys. So anyway, I just wanted to say that I love our community. I love you guys, and really, really appreciate you more than you guys will ever know. And so I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm just going to remind you to be stronger every day. Know that you can do hard things. Have hope. Remember that everything is figure outable, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow, but I'm thinking tomorrow is Friday, right? So my mom, we're going to put up one of the videos that she made, and that will be up tomorrow, and you're going to love it. And I know we were trying to figure out which one we were going to do, and it's going to be a surprise, but I know you guys will love it. So watch for my mom tomorrow. It'll be the best recipe, and I know you guys will love it. So have a great night. Thanks again for following us, and I'll see you again. Bye.